Hello everyone, Arrtx here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be filling out a page in this little notebook I've been scribbling in, just carrying it around with me. It's small, it's handy, it's also dandy. It's handy and it's dandy. I mean, if you didn't want to say all of that, you could just say it's a handy dandy notebook. And I took this pad of paper with different colored pages, and I cut out some cardboard, and I glued the cardboard onto the notebook, and then I painted the cardboard, and then I put like a layer of like a satin varnish over top of the paint, you know, to keep it where it is. And I've just been using it to do these sort of explorative doodles where I'm thinking about things, trying to get my thoughts out concisely. You know, that painting exercise that people will talk about, painters will talk about, where you're painting and you're trying to complete your painting in as few brush strokes as possible. So trying to be mindful of the number of strokes that you're using. That's like a painting thing, you know? And because, you know, too many strokes, you're overcomplicating it. You're thinking too much on the page or on the surface, and you're not trusting yourself. So with a small sketchbook like this, I am trying to trust myself and to trust my ability to say what I want to say in a concentrated way without too much filler stuff that allows me to kind of hide. It's, you know, I'm so ready to just be me all the time, instead of being me when I think it'll make other people comfortable, and then being someone else when I think that will make them more comfortable, you know. So that sounds dumb. So I'm gonna try to not do that as much anymore. It's real difficult though when you've done it forever, and when it's what you were taught to do. But I can teach myself new tricks. Am I an old dog? I don't know. What's dog years, human years, backwards, reverse, triple converted? I'm 33 in people years. If I was a 33-year-old dog, I would be like a scientific marvel. So like there's some facet in there where I'm allowed to be proud of myself. Like Anyway, I'm working on a poem that's also going to be a painting in a way. It's fun. I'm embracing the absurdity of who cares what things are. Like, who cares what's a painting? Who cares what's a doodle? Who cares what's a sketch or drawing? Like, really, who cares? Not me. It's fun to blur the lines. That's kind of what I'm learning with a lot of things. Absurdity, absurdism. What's the psychology of absurdness? What's that? What's that science called? Whatever it is, I'm all in on that. I'm all in on the goofs and the gaffs and the sillies, because everything is silly. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's funny, but like not funny, haha. Funny like, I'm gonna have a freaking meltdown. You know? Those are kind of the two ranges of funny. We got funny, haha, and funny, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And Grandpa's just like, that's too damn bad. That's the range of things as they go. I just can't get enough of these acrylic paint markers. I'm so in love with them. They're so much fun to work with. And an interesting thing is happening as I continue to use them. Some of the colors are, of course, gonna start to dry up as I use them the most, like the red, the black, There's a couple shades of blue that I like to use to fill in large areas. And as they don't produce as much of that, like, I don't know, fresher, juicy, opaque, that's weird, I'm sorry, paint, they start to just get more transparent and it gets streakier. And then I can use it for other purposes. So even though the red marker is now starting to get a bit streakier, there are other things I can use it for, which is fun. So I can just treat it like, okay, listen, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, a little tip, a little art tip. What I've been doing with all of my art supplies, and it's really allowed me to break out of the mindset of what I should be using or what I want to be using. So what I've been doing with my art supplies, instead of thinking about them as these are the expensive ones, these are the cheap ones, whatever, I've been thinking about it as every art supply is a brush, and it's just a brush with paint on it, or a brush with something on it, and I then choose how to use that brush. So when I'm working with a more opaque section, I'm going, okay, now I'm working with a brush that has a lot of opaque paint on it. When I'm working with a supply that naturally goes down streakier, I go, okay, now I'm working with a brush that's a bit more abrasive, not as much paint, you know, and thinking about it that way and looking at each supply a bit more objectively, removing like the sort of commercialism of like branding and all that stuff, and just going, if I found this marker with no context on the side of the road, because that's how it did when I was a kid, I know, but when I was a kid, like finding a pen, like if I found a red pen somewhere and I could use that pen until all the ink ran out of it, that pen was a treasure. Like there was nothing more valuable to me than that pen with the red ink. But then when it ran out of ink, I mean, I wasn't going to get more ink for the random pen that I found. So that was the end of its lifespan. And I miss that approach to art supplies. I really do. So that's what I've been doing lately. It's just treating everything as it is what it shows me, and then I see what I can do with it. It's been really, really fun. And I hope you have enjoyed seeing the process of this page come together. It's a page and a poem. I didn't even talk about the poem, but it's there. And a picture's worth 1,000 words, and a picture that also has words on it, and the picture's moving because it's a video, so it's actually like a long series of pictures, is probably worth even more words than I could say in the time left in this video. So like, you can see it. You can appreciate it with your own eyeballs. Yeah, it's, I hope you like it. I hope you like it. I like it a lot. If you want to see more stuff that I'm doing, I'm trying to post pretty regularly on Instagram. So sharing lots of art that never really makes it to YouTube unless we do like a sketchbook tour. So you can check out Instagram if you want to see more of the stuff I'm doing. Also, thank you to my patrons for your support. I'm also making stuff for them, sharing things, creativity, and also feelings and thoughts and jokes, and sometimes also activities. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time with the next thing that you do. Okay. Love you. Bye.